to all of you for these modules in kinematics. Let us see today the two-dimensional motion and the projectile motion. Projectile is nothing but any object that was given some velocity and the motion is governed by gravity. So it needs to have some initial velocity and the motion has to be governed by gravity. That's the only force acting on that moving body should be its weight, or its acceleration should be g. Let us try to here go back. Now this is supposed to be called a two-dimensional motion or a motion in a plane. If this is supposed to be what I call it as y-axis and this I call it as what is called x-axis, let there be a motion where there is a body which has been given an initial velocity u, and you understand that the weight is always acting in the downward direction. So g is always down. So now the question is that the body's initial coordinates are 0, 0, and as the body is going through various points, its x and y coordinates are continuously changing and time also is subsequently changing. So this is motion along horizontal and motion along vertical, and both are two independent motions and both are dependent on time. So what we try to do is let the body be somewhere here at time t is equal to t. So let this body have some coordinates x comma y. So let us try to drop a line like this. So I can say that this is supposed to be y and this is supposed to be x. Remember, the most important part is that the acceleration along x-axis is going to be 0. Reason? The only force on the moving body is the weight. Weight is always down and there is no other force in the horizontal direction. When there is no force in the horizontal direction, the acceleration in the horizontal plane will be automatically 0. So therefore, this is the basic idea, and the implication of this is velocity is constant along horizontal direction. So in any horizontal direction, the velocity cannot change. H means horizontal. We need to understand that part of it. So I can now say this x is equal to u into t. That's the first equation I can write. And you may say, how I got that? S is equal to ut plus half at square is the equation, and here ax is there, here ux is there, and that's how we say that this is supposed to be called u cos theta, and that I call it as ux. So I'm going to call it as ux. And the vertical component I call it as uy. This is what I call it as u sin theta. So I can say x is ux into t. So x is u cos theta into t, and t is x upon u cos theta. I call this as equation number 1. When I want to find out the y coordinate, then I can write here s is equal to ut plus half into at square. That was sx. Now this is sy, uy, ay, and so this is going to be y, and this is u sin theta because we already have it here, and this is time t, and this is minus half g into t square. So perfectly thing. Now remember one point, this ay is supposed to be minus g because acceleration is always in the downward direction. So acceleration along y-axis is minus g. The minus sign tells that the direction is down. Now let us try to call this as equation 2. Put equation 1 in 2, then we get here y is u sin theta into x by u cos theta minus half into g. T square is x square by u square cos square theta. That's the relation. U and u cancel here. So this will become tan theta into x, because sin theta by cos theta is tan theta. This is x. So you got tan theta x minus. Here we have g upon 2 u square cos square theta into x square. I can keep this in a bracket and call, if I can call tan theta as some alphabet called A, and call this as b, I think my equation is coming in a very simple way, that this is ax minus bx square, and that means this is supposed to be a parabola that opens down. Why is it opening down? Because x square coefficient is what? Negative. So it has to open down, and this crazy curve is called a parabola, and this parabola is opening down. So this is called opening down. Reason, x square coefficient is minus, so it has to open down. If it is positive, it will open up. So that's a simple thing that we can come to know about this. And here what is a? A can be written as what is called tan theta, and b can be written as g by 2u square into cos square theta. So that's all regarding a general expression to say that a projectile, if it is projected at an oblique angle, so this angle being theta, if you project an object where theta is more than 0 but less than 90, then the path taken by this particle is a parabola.